Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you, by the way, I've taken permission from the client. He's actually a client on, his choice of career, his choice of the direction that he has taken and why making the wrong choice is now proving to be a disaster for him. Okay, and I've taken his permission to share this. Obviously, I can't give you specifics. He is slightly famous, not very famous, but slightly famous guy. Okay. If you have questions and comments, put them down below because I obviously read them and others also read them. So I would like to know your perspective. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. People also book my services for advice, guidance, or mentoring programs. Whatever details are put down below. And I guess one of the key reasons is because of my unique perspective. I keep it very practical, down to earth. There are 7,000 videos. Watch them. Okay. So I'll give you a nutshell about this guy. Very smart, a very smart guy. He has dedicated his life to dancing. Dancing, huh? Like if I'll give an example. How does he dance? Go on Google or YouTube and type Red Bull dance challenge or something like Red Bull 1 dance challenge. And there you'll see these guys do like the world championship of dancing, especially the finals. I want you to see it. Unbelievable. These guys are like doing flips. Even the world of dance. I want you to Google search world of dance. Some Michelle something sponsored by Michelle. This thing. It's unbelievable. Like if you thought Michael Jackson was good at dancing, these people like they will flip. Just like flip and land on their hand and land on their elbow, and they will bend this way and they will bend that way and they will hold and they will twist and turn and do. It's unbelievable. And to gain mastery of the dance that they put, to give you an idea, like when I was talking to this guy, his like 5-minute dance routine, for example, a 5-minute dance routine has taken him like 2 or 3 years. Just imagine 5 minutes has taken 2 or 3 years of every single day's practice of minimum 8 to 12 hours for 5 minutes. And he has multiple gigs like that. He has A, B, C, D. He has different slots based on the bookings that he gets. And he gets, like money for a freelancer. He gets called for events, parties. He even gets called for, global events where they feature him. He shared with me his YouTube channel, his Instagram, but obviously because now he's my client, he has asked me to keep it confidential because he's facing some problems. Okay, so he told me like the number of girls that are crazy about him, the fans, the respect that he has from the dance community. Unbelievable dance, like you don't have a bone in your body and you do all these crazy stuff, and so nothing but respect. And on top of that, he also has had multiple injuries: dislocated shoulder, dislocated arm, broken fingers, and twisted knee and back pain. And so he has paid his price with his own body and blood, while dancing, and you get an accident and all that. Okay. So now this guy is no longer a young man. He started from the age of, I think, 3, 4, 5, whatever. and with encouragement from his parents, and he got himself professional dancers and professional teachers. Now he's nearly in his 30s. And what happens is once you cross the 30s, you're no longer young. He maintains it. He has beautiful physique and everything else. But now here's where he's facing problems. He wants to get married to this girl who really loves him. He really loves her. But she has a stable job in a company. He doesn't have a stable job. He his ability to earn money is based on bookings. So sometimes he has bookings, sometimes he doesn't have bookings. Sometimes he makes a lot of money, sometimes he doesn't make a lot of money. And then obviously, if you see a person dance, or let's say you see a magic show, you saw it once and the magic is gone. No? How many times, like for example, if you see a magic show, they do the same thing. How many times can you see the same magic show again and again and again? And then on top of that, he has to get bookings from other cities, other countries. There's travel involved, and there's so much of pressure to perform. And on top of that, now he's facing competition. There's plenty of competition. There are plenty of people who don't have half the talent he has, but they have viral social media following. And so he has to spend money on that. He tried opening up a business, it went in a flop. So now he wants something stable and secure. Now, I know what most of you will say. In fact, this is what most of the coaches that went to him told him, whom he went to. Why don't you open a dance school? He tried that and he went into a loss and he closed it. He tried a dance, music, artistic school, flop. He tried a talent management business, flopped. Okay. He tried teaming up with partners, it didn't work out. He tried doing products and e-commerce and everything else. And remember, each and every attempt that he does, he loses money, loses time. So now he has come to the point where after years and years and years of trying, he needs, because he has to get married to this girl, because she's also like, my parents are like questioning me, like, what's going on? Now, here's the first bad news. The first bad news is, when you're talking of artistic endeavors like singing or dancing, or DJ or whatever, or acrobatics, people, when they look, wow, they'll do wow and this and that. But the question is, are they willing to pay money? That's the first thing. Okay, fine. Let's say you are going to do a amazing illusion trick or magic show, they'll pay you money. But after they have seen that trick, uh, people will not pay you money again, right? It's a one-time thing, right? So then you'll have to go to someone new. And what if what you're showing is already shown on social media, TikTok or Instagram or Facebook? Then people say, they'll compare. I saw this the same. And then what do you do to get viral? Do you dance in a shopping mall, or do you, uh, he even tried with movies, being a dance choreographer. And there he found there's so much of politics, and it is riddled with the Godfather and this and that, and he was not able to break in. And they were like, you have to work for free for a couple of years. What do you do? So there were quite a number of things I told him, but what I want to tell you here is, before you decide on a journey where you want to go, most of the people know this magic word. It's called passion. Follow your passion, follow your heart. Okay, fine. Let's say you go into movie. I told you, one Pakistani guy, he wants to be a wrestler. Now I got a few days ago one Indian guy, he wants to be a MMA fighter, a boxer, professional. I even had one Indian guy who wants to be in the NBA. Some Indians want to be cricketers. Some want to be film actors, film stars. Okay, all these are artistic endeavors. But do you know that the percentage of out of 100, the percentage who can get a steady income is, let's say, less than 5% or 10%. Okay. Out of that 10%, if you look, the people who get paid an income, who gets enough income that he can pay his bills, out of that 10%, you could say is maybe 1% or 10%, whatever. From there, if you are looking at someone who can call himself a success and is able to not only survive but also thrive, is the 1% of that. And then as you keep climbing up and you want to look at Shah Rukh Khan status or Tom Cruise status, it becomes 0.0000000. It becomes an impossible reality. Like, for example, how many wrestlers are there? WWE. There are so many. If you actually look at how many wrestlers are there, means world famous, huh? World famous. It's a massive list. But if I were to ask you, can you name the top 5 or top 10? You'll just name a few and then you'll forget. But then there is a big tsunami of world famous wrestlers. Imagine these are the 0.001% of the world, yet you cannot remember them. And out of these wrestlers, like if you Google search Virgil is bankrupt. Even Kamala, he died a very sad death. Yeah, he lost his leg and he was living on charity. And there are so many wrestlers, like one who died. I can't get his name. He was friends with Mick Foley. He literally lived on people feeling pity for him. Like even the Rockers with Shawn Michaels. Maybe you don't know these. Just Google search. The partner of Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, is nearly 60 years old or 65. He's working for pennies. Just imagine just earning enough just to feed himself for the day. It is that tough, man. So one is be careful what direction you're taking your life. Okay, you want to be a DJ, you want to be an MC, you want to be singer, dancer, whatever. If you're going into the talent world, the world where you customize and show your talent, like even coaching, even being a coach and all that. Initially, it's fun, it's exciting, it's a lot of attention. But as time passes by, people get bored of you. Like, for example, when people see me the first time, oh, tattoos, oh, wow, shocking, this, that. But after some time, when they see my videos, they don't notice even the tattoos because it has gone. And then begins, like they say, after the honeymoon phase, begins a real journey. They will listen to your content. Does it make sense? Are you bullshitting with us? Like, are you just giving us sweet sounding words? But, and people will check your credibility. People will check your background. There are so many factors. And remember this, the worst thing that you need is people getting bored of you. People getting, how many YouTubers are there? For example, now that YouTube has blocked all blockers, you can't use YouTube blockers. So I was like, okay, fine, others will stop. I can't even see YouTube, whatever. So I disabled all the blockers. Now I'm getting a lot of these advertisements. The number of YouTubers, which I never thought I would notice, number of new YouTubers, who are talking about life in Thailand and starting my life in Thailand and vlogging about Thailand. Just in this past 3 days only, I found 16 new channels that I never heard of. And they're talking of living in Thailand and wow, it's so exciting, it's so new, and 15 things you shouldn't do in Thailand, 10 things 10 places you should visit. These are the do's and don'ts in a nightclub. And now, in 2 days, it's only 16. There must be at least 1,000 YouTubers talking about about life in Thailand. In the same way, the number of people who are getting into the coaching industry is thousands. Like, for example, how many people are graduating as engineers, doctors? Um name the industry. Like even in a college, like for example, in India, in one classroom, there are at least 30 to 100 students. Okay, just 30 to 100. And the number who graduate in a particular this thing can go up to, let's say, 100,000 per state or whatever. So just imagine all those people will be competitors to you. In the same way, the industry like YouTube, and which is easy to get in, the number of competitors, you get so fed up. Like, for example, here's a thought. How many podcasts are there? Joe Rogan, if I ask you Joe Rogan, Chris Williamson, Valuetainment, you'll give me the top here and there. Lex, whatever. But do you know there are, even today, now, there are people who are starting a podcast and they are putting their hard earned money. Seriously, I get invited to the podcast. Who are you, man? 6 subscribers. I'm even getting from Dubai, I'm getting, would you like to be featured on my podcast? For what? 13 subscribers. Someone in Dubai is starting. One of them I even shared with my group. This girl, female, is giving advice to people in their 50s and how to earn like 6-figure income or something. And she is just graduated from college. I shared this with my group. Malayali girl, rich parents, she's maybe 19, and she's advising people who are 50 years old. And just because she's a cute looking female and all that, the number of simps, oh, you're so knowledgeable, oh, you're so smart. At 19, what are you going to advise someone who's in their 50s, man? What have you seen of life? Forget Dubai. What have you seen of life being 19 years old that you're advising others? See, when you're young, no, you think, I can do it. I'll be the next Samuel L. Jackson. I'll be the next Elon Musk. I'll be the Jeff Bezos. I'll be Bill Gates. And then one fine day, you'll reach, like me, 46. I know youngsters will say, hey, you're a boomer. Hey, you loser. We are not like you. Fine, fine. I also said that once upon a time. When I was in my 20s, I used to look at people in their 40s. What a fucking loser, man. Look at his pot belly. Look at his paunch. Look at his ugly wife. Look at the shitty car he drives. Look at no class. I used to say all that. Today, when I look back, I'm like, the arrogance and ignorance of youth. It's a shame. If I were to summarize and tell you, I would just say one is be careful of the direction you take your career and life. The more unique it is, the harder it's going to be for you to succeed, even more harder than for a normal person. End of the day, find your passion, what turns you on, what wakes you up in the morning, but money pays the bills. Number 4 is every day is a new day. Every day you have to earn. Every day is an expense. How will you manage that? Last, if not the least, you may think from the vantage point of being a single, a bachelor. One day you'll have a wife, one day you'll have a kid, one day you'll have to take care of their expense. And by the time you become old, all your stuff that you used to do, which used to be cute, like dancing, singing, magic, and wrestling, it becomes old. And the wear and tear on the body and life. And then you realize, now what do I do, man? Because end of the day, this talks. Rest everything. And given a fact that every single day there are new competitors, I would say be very careful, because maybe you're getting money now. Like, for example, Fiverr. Early on, I used to get at least 1 gig a week or 1 gig a month. It has been a year since I got a single gig, and thankfully, I'm not depending on them. Even YouTube has cut down creators' earnings by nearly 60%. Thankfully, I'm not depending on YouTube revenue. So the dynamics changes, the world changes, AI, new competition, new technology. Even if you're an IT guy and you have memorized everything, C++ and Oracle and this and that, many people had Microsoft certified and this and that, all becomes outdated. So think 100 times. I've given you these 5 points. Let me know what are your thoughts. And if there's one saving grace I could give you is find someone who's older than you, who is more wiser than you, who's like a mentor or a coach or a guru or something, who has seen life and accomplished something and who can guide you. And that will help you. Otherwise, if you feel that is not required, then do what you have to, but be willing to pay the price for the mistakes you make, because only you will pay the price, nobody else. All right? That's all I want to share with you. Good, bad, ugly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any questions, feel free. I'd love to answer them. You guys take care. This is me signing off.